Ice, come on in, brother. We met Vanilla Ice, I don't know.
Okay, brother.
Maybe a year ago now. Really? It was January? He was great. Vanilla Ice, back on the show.
Hey.
Looking good.
Yes, guys.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
Rich Voss.
Take
What's
a
happening, man?
Hey, I'm just marinating, man.
And Jim Norton, I don't think you guys met last time. I think Jimmy was out.
Jimmy was out last time you were here?
Yeah, Vanilla Ice is great.
How you been, man? Good?
I'm hanging in there, Bubba.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in.
You smell good, too. He smells good, right?
Yeah, it's early in the morning. Wait till the end of the day.
Yeah.
Look how distinguished his facial features are, and then look at Norton. He's like rock quarry, and he's just like a fucking mess.
I don't like that you couldn't pull out a better reference than mess after a good one like rock quarry.
There's a lot of love in the room.
Yeah.
Exactly. What Voss is saying basically is that he's attracted to Vanilla Ice, and that's how he was telling you.
Hey, we're not that friendly. Don't go there.
No, please.
I'll tear up the set, man. Don't make me go there.
Now, last time you were here, you were like doing something with homes and shit. You were like pimping them out, right?
Yeah. I've been doing that 18 years, man. But that's the Vanilla Ice Project.
Right.
Where I'm doing, shows in Florida. We take those houses that have been sitting in good neighborhoods that are kind of rotten, sitting there for 3 years, foreclosures, short sales, and turn them back from zero to
you're flipping
hero.
some shit.
Flipping houses, man, and putting in all the new, cool house features and state-of-the-art stuff, man.
How much does it cost to flip a house if it's totally like Detroit has houses that are just such shit?
God, there's so many in Detroit.
Terrible, yeah.
They'll come back, though. It'll all come back.
But that's got to be like, why wouldn't someone just go in there, buy up a shitload of houses for dirt cheap, and
just wait?
See what you can do.
Well, because they got to sit on pay the property tax until they're fixed and sold.
Well, yeah.
So,
Somebody knows something in here.
He knows how to flip a house.
You don't want to
exactly
sit on that.
No, he's actually just destroyed enough homes where he knows what happens.
That's all you got when me and Vanilla Ice are talking housing.
Down to the ground.
You had to set me between you two guys, huh?
Yeah, I know. Going at each other. Yeah, but
Like
it
a
does,
referee.
It does seem like if a house is that cheap, like they're going for in Detroit, that even if you would have to pay some taxes for a little while, you have to do that anyway when you flip a house, right?
Well, it used to be really good where you could just come in and buy a house kind of below the appraised value and maybe change the carpet or put some paint and just put a for sale sign up. But now, they've been sitting I had one last season was sitting 7 years.
Oh, God.
It was rotten. There were snakes, cockroaches, and rats coming out of the walls, man. It was pretty bad. But, it's good TV. You get in there and you flip them, you turn them around and put all the bells and whistles. I'm building the first home 4D IMAX theater.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's going to be tricky.
Wait, what's 4D, by the way?
It's the same as 3D, but without the glasses. And it works in conjunction with
4D.
the screen. It's an electronic screen, and it's got like 4 layers, so it kind of gives you that depth.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool stuff, man.
They have TVs like that or just like pull-down screens?
It's a screen that goes with the projector. They work in conjunction.
Does it look great? They got it figured out?
Yeah, they got it figured out. It's amazing. But the thing is, it's going to be obsolete because it doesn't come out till 2015. And then I just saw at the in Vegas, they have this electronic show. And they've got this freaking wallpaper TV, 1080p. And you can just, the whole wall, it goes around corners. It looks like Times
Holy
Square.
shit.
Wow.
And it's
Damn.
perfect, clear as a bell. And you just connect it to the next one, and it's a strip, just like wallpaper.
That's cool as fuck.
Flexes.
What? What's the material they're using?
The future.
It's just like, like an electronic backboard and, just a bunch of LEDs.
Because it's LEDs, and they've gotten to the point now that if they could put it on a film, like that, you're just laying that shit on.
And that's how
amazing.
they make flat screens. So they just take the plastic part of the flat screen away and use just the screen, and it's wallpaper now.
And that's where like phones and computers can get tiny if they can figure out a way to make a fold, because the screen is the hard part.
I just read about a foldable phone.
A foldable phone.
They have
worked.
You fold it right up, man. Use it as toilet paper if you want.
That's it.
It's amazing
The
stuff.
future.
That is fucking
It's about
amazing.
time, though, to have a whole wall in your house be a TV.
That
We're
would
ready
be
for
insane.
it. That'd be great.
Wrap it around the corners and everything. and
Oh,
just
whatever, man. Yeah. It's a whole house.
You know what business is going to soar? Blackout curtains and blackout shades, because people are going to need to fucking black out their apartments for these giant wall televisions. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. I'm really not kidding.
I was just staring at Jimmy. He was like, I'm not joking.
He stared at me like he does with the joke bombs, which is fair enough, but I was very serious.
I know,
Well, obviously, you're talking about porn.
yeah.
No, just to get the effect.
You don't want the whole city knowing you're watching some of those,
That would be an odd thing to do. You have your whole bedroom, every wall has that monitor on it, a wallpaper, and then you make your own porno and watch it as you're doing it.
Right.
Every
With the
wall
drapes
you look
open.
at.
Well,
yes,
well,
exactly.
We used to do CES. What's frustrating about it is you go there, you see this cool shit, but now we got to wait years for it.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
it.
not see it.
Right.
When is
Because
this
then you get
coming out?
frustrated.
Teases you.
How long is it going to take for us to actually have that in our homes and it's
right.
affordable?
About 2015, 16.
For
Not
real?
too far
There you
away.
go.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Paper thin.
And I don't know about the affordable part. You know, anytime that technology enters a market, it's ridiculous.
we'll be able to
get it on
afford it.
eBay.
well,
you got to pay
know.
back all the technology that it took to make this. But you know how it goes.
Yeah.
They talked about it. Remember, we had like a physicist on, might have been Kaku, who said that eventually, like the computers and computer chips are what's that are going to be as cheap as paper, and everything is going to be wired for the internet. Like all walls and everything is going to be hardwired. And that's probably the
I think
first
that
step.
was
in that.
Kurzweil.
Oh, Ray Kurzweil, right.
It was Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah.
You know
He's,
what I'm
he's a
waiting-
genius, but he's a fucking bore when it comes to putting a documentary together.
Yeah, very boring man.
like that.
But the shit he knows already,
Right.
like that he's envisioning, is pretty impressive.
How thick is that paper? The wall? What you just described?
Yeah, it's like about 10 sheets of regular notebook paper.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a screen.
Just a thick piece of paper.
That's fucking amazing.
Not
I
as
love
thick
it.
as cardboard.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
I'm waiting
definitely
for,
looking
you know
at-
what I want? You know, you got to always charge your cell phones. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for like some kind of wire that would, not a wireless charging system, you know?
Yes.
Why not? They got wireless everything else.
That makes sense.
It's been so difficult over the years to try to convey power over the air. They could do it through microwaves, but it's dangerous and it's so inefficient to take power from one area and beam it to another area.
Right. To charge a
and,
battery.
yeah, to charge it. It just it's not very efficient.
They'll make
Very hard to
better
do.
batteries first.
Yeah. I tell you, I bought I got the iPhone, but I also have the Galaxy.
Bragger.
I wanted to compare for myself. People are like, this, that, and I've noticed there's some things about the iPhone I don't like. So I got the Galaxy. That fucker goes dead faster than any other phone I've ever had.
A Galaxy?
And
Yeah.
people say, well, you got to set it for this, and then you could get another battery, so you pop it in and do this. I'm like, yeah, I know there's solutions, but I'm saying just head to head, that battery will fucking go dead so quick.
How long will your iPhone last?
It'll last all day and all night, probably 24 hours
Oh, no,
of regular use. That fucking thing.
12 to 14 hours, probably.
If I'm not even
You know what I
using
hate?
it.
I hate when they have, like, you know, those people trying to save their battery and they put the screen on way dim.
Too damn.
I'm getting old enough as it is, so my eyes are going
Right.
already, and I'm like, dude, don't show me that. Turn your freaking
I
brightness
know,
up.
brighten that
And
up.
I'm like, how do you see that?
How about you plug the fucking thing in once in a while? It's the worst.
Guilty.
Yeah, you're dim
I got the
screen guy.
Samsung,
You got the
man.
dim?
Guilty.
Dim screen.
me more battery life.
This fucking
That, and I
iPhone.
get the font like huge so I could see it.
That's what I have.
Save your
Goof on
battery
me.
and you're killing your eyes.
Yeah.
This fucking iPhone, I did an upgrade last week and it crashed. And then when you try to get everything back, you're gonna lose like 10 apps or 5 apps. It just
Really?
it's never the same after it fucking crashes. It's the fucking. I guess really I have nothing to add to
Now
that.
you're just making everybody sad, Rich.
Yeah, well,
Your phone woes.
You know, I mean, how do you follow paper on your wall? That's a TV. It's
that is
hard. I don't know. You
pretty
know.
amazing.
I mean, but you don't want to. You know, you could easily rip
Yeah.
your TV though.
I got this toilet that I put in.
Thank you, Vanilla Ice.
I'm going to change the topic here.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going with that, but it was
Yeah.
good.
It's funny you mentioned toilet after that joke. It wasn't. Shut up. It was. I know it wasn't.
Exactly, it wasn't.
Funny story is I do have a crazy toilet that I just installed in one of these projects, and I had no idea. But this thing, I mean, it knows if you're male or female. It walks in, the lid raises.
Better than Jimmy.
Or the second, second lid will raise for you, so you don't pee all over the seat. And it plays music through Bluetooth, and it's got a warm seat. It's got the little bidet thing that comes out.
Wow.
Don't they use those in Japanese hotels that you're talking about? That's where I've heard of those things from.
They probably do.
That sounds
But I
pretty
tell you what,
sweet.
I now I'm convinced it's a sex toy.
Oh, yeah?
Because this thing, I mean, it has a remote control, and it says, you know, rear cleansing, but it says front cleansing. I don't think guys are going to be front cleansing. And then it says pulsating, oscillating, position,
And fist.
fist mode.
That's next year's model.
Gotta add fist mode.
Jesus.
Those are amazing, though, right? Those
Yeah,
toilets.
they're pretty
I'm
cool,
sure
man.
there's some women getting off on those things.
The bidet
right?
is supposed to be
Spend
great.
extra time in there.
Yeah.
Clean your asshole out like that. It's supposed. Bob Kelly, a friend of ours, has one, and he said it's the greatest thing ever. The way it fucking shoots warm water in your ass and it just cleans you out.
So does a rag.
Nah, you don't want a rag though. Nice clean water.
I don't know if I want to be hosed down every fucking time I go to the bathroom, right?
Would be nice to have the option.
Yeah, why not?
Every once in a while when you know you had a bad one.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got a massage coming over
in the shower.
Fair enough.
What's next? Technology.
Emergency. You love
But
it.
Vanilla Ice is not here to talk about all that stuff. Vanilla Ice goes Amish. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's this
man.
about? This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, man. It's I went out and hung out with the Amish. Lived with them for a couple months.
The Amish are hot right now. A lot of shows about the Amish.
Yeah, I was scared, man. When I went out there, when the sun goes down, it's like every house is haunted. It's like there's no electricity. It's pitch black. If it wasn't for the rental car headlights, I wouldn't know which way to go. It was scary.
Damn.
But I'm thinking Amish Mafia. I'm thinking all this stuff, But once I met them, man, they're real sweet people. Real sweet people. They really pride. The reason I did it was because they pride themselves on construction and building things and furniture and all that shit.
Sure.
So it was a good thing. I wanted to go to kind of intern, and see what.
Did you wear all the garb?
Oh, had to, man.
You did, and you only used tools that they use and everything. No?
Yeah, I mean, I learned their way of their tools and everything. But the truth is that as long as they're doing it for business, they can use a generator and power tools.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a high demand. I mean, they build non-Amish folks' homes.
We got to put some product out there.
Clarion hotels. I mean, there's a high demand for the Amish stuff.
Did you look good in that hat?
I don't know, man. It's probably hard to look good in that, but you look the same as everybody. I just couldn't grow my beard long enough.
No,
they got
the
those
coolest
big
freaking beards.
Did you do it in Lancaster? Is that where?
No, you know what? Misconception is that the biggest population is in Pennsylvania. Guess what? It's in Ohio. It's in Ohio, Berlin, Ohio, and it's like buggy traffic out there. 150,000.
Well, what's the big difference between Mennonites and Amish?
Good question.
Thank you.
Every family, I feel like
we hate when he asks a good question.
It was a good
but
question,
listen.
not for this radio show, but it was a good question.
Well, we're talking Amish, so
For
we got to throw
NPR.
Mennonites in.
Mennonites are basically
they?
the same teaching as Amish, but they get all the luxuries. They get the cell phone.
Oh,
They get
okay.
the cars. They get to drive everything. So every Amish family they're encouraged by the bishop or whatever, the church, to have more than 10 kids so that at least one or two will come back to be an Amish.
And these are all
right.
white people.
Because they duck out. They duck out after a while. Some of the kids are like,
What's it called? Rumstella or something?
Rumspringa.
Rumspringer, right?
What is the percentage of kids that leave the family?
75%.
Wow.
So the reason why they have so many is, and believe it or not, their population doubles every 10 years. And they're loaded. Wow. They got tons of money. They just can't show it because the women wear the same dress, the same shoes. They all dress alike. So they buy more land. They just buy a bunch of land.
wow, man.
So they lose
gimmick.
7 out of their 10 kids
With the hopes that about 2 come back. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
What happens
technology
to-
makes it harder,
And
too.
you know what? They like that because it's a loophole so that they can, on the Amish farm, they're not allowed electricity. They don't even have mirrors. You can't have a mirror in the house. I cut myself shaving. I had all these
Man.
patches all over me. It was horrible.
Well, they're not going to have to pay taxes on the land, too, because it's farm assessment.
No, they do pay taxes, but they do get the ag exemption, which means it's lower taxes on their land. But they pay income tax. They
But
pay
if
all
they
that.
have a farm on it,
Yeah, that's called ag
okay.
exemption.
Is that why they have beards? Because they don't have mirrors? That
Probably.
makes sense.
They shave them pretty good though because they don't have mustache.
right,
None of them have a
yeah,
mustache.
yeah.
That's right.
Wait, I got to ask you one more. So then 7 out of the 10 kids leave. What happens to those kids? Are they allowed to at least go visit mommy and daddy?
That's
how does that work?
It works perfect because that's the loophole. While they're on the Amish farm being Amish, they can get on their buggy and go to their Mennonite son or daughter's house and watch the World Series. They can sit there and eat and look in the mirror and and do all the luxuries, and their kids can drive them around. So it works out, they know what's going on.
That's a hell of a loophole, man.
Yeah.
They were mad about, they were telling me about LeBron James. I'm like, how do you know that? And they're like, we know, we read the newspaper, but they also
man.
go over to their Mennonite son or whatever's house.
And is that area really close to the Amish usually?
Yeah, they're all mixed together, right in the middle.
Oh, so they're not suffering anymore.
They're Americans. They know everything
They
that's
figured
going
it all
on,
out.
man. They just keep that heritage alive. They don't use zippers. No
Why?
zippers. That's what I
you
said.
love
Why?
that, Norton.
Yeah. Well, it's easier.
I wore the clothes and there's like this flap, and I had to go really bad, so I ran around the outside of the barn there to take a leak, and it was a funny story because I'm trying to open this flap up, and I'm, God, this thing is hard. Why don't you just use a zipper, And I turn around and I see the old world Amish guy smoking a cigarette on his iPhone.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, hey, man, what's going on with that? And he's like, shh, don't say anything, my wife.
Whoa.
And he has a little pocket
my
where he
wife will
hides
kill
it.
me.
Yeah. But they're cool people, man. They tell great stories.
Yeah.
I lived without my phone and without any, luxuries, no TV, nothing. I wanted to see how they really do
long?
it. And I had 2 months.
Did you tape a TV show? Is this for a TV show?
TV show called
did you
Vanilla Ice Goes On. That is why I'm here, by the way.
Yeah.
Promoting that,
That's so cool, man.
It comes out this Saturday.
What network?
DIY Network. So Saturday, 10 o'clock.
Wait,
Do
on
it
the 12th.
yourself.
wait, who else is on the DIY network? Was it Megan McCain?
Megan McCain. I don't know if we're no.
I'm trying to remember. We had someone
It's
else.
the same as HGTV.
Yeah,
It's just
do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've watched a few shows on there.
Yeah,
I like
the
those.
Vanilla Ice Project, 4
Yeah,
seasons.
exactly.
Hey,
I like those, handyman kind of shows.
there you go. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. You get some great ideas on there.
You
Now,
still
were
do
you
music?
I still do music, but I've been, it takes 8 months, a year to do the houses. I'm not like the celebrity that just gets placed in there and we build a show. I mean, I've been doing this 18 years, so it's I'm contractor, man. I get in there and really blood,
So
sweat, and
you
tears.
pretty much know how to do anything in there from the laying the slab to the roofing.
Absolutely.
And everything
I just
in
cut through a
between.
slab. I'm laying on one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're filming season 4 right now, man. You got to cut through the slab.
Slabo! Yeah, wow, so you're fucking jack of all trades. You can frame out a house by yourself, or not by yourself, but
Yes.
you know how to do all that.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Yeah.
I
Let me
really,
ask you,
really do it. It's fun.
was there any? Sorry, to interrupt you. Was there any vibe from Amish girls?
You would think like you would see a hot one here or there, not, but they all dress the same shoes, same everything, and these little glasses. They look like old grannies, And it's crazy because then you'll see some dressed up as teenagers, and they go on that Rumspringa thing, and they'll pull out because they're allowed on Rumspringa to go do whatever they want. So they all automatically go get a cell phone,
Right.
and they'll run around, take pictures and selfies and everything, but they all look alike. It's amazing. You would think they would go in the bathroom, come out changed, go
Right,
somewhere
yeah,
and
yeah.
be hot or something. It's just you never see any of that.
Damn. Did you drop the line on him?
What? Drop that zero, get with the hero?
Exactly. He knew exactly where I was going with that one. I love it. God damn.
I can't believe you still remember that shit.
Oh, please. Come on. That shit was classic.
I love it.
You got to listen to Ice Ice Baby every fucking time it comes out. I know
Oh,
you're
yeah.
probably sick of hearing this.
Never.
That song, it just doesn't get fucking
I
old.
love it.
Ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Fucking great, man.
We ask performers all the time, how sick of one song do you get? Do you get sick of doing that? Like, we ask musicians, it's going to be hard to do the same song for 20 years, no matter how good the song is, and sell it the same way to the audience.
You would think I would get tired of it, but it never gets old. I mean, when you're hearing the crowd go crazy and the energy, you feed off of that. That's what it's all about.
Right.
So,
Wow.
I got it. How much has that song made you over the years?
Millions, man. I mean,
But how many? Like millions.
yes.
One song.
Sold 160 million records. So, I mean, and I bought the publishing back. We talked
Right.
about this
Yeah,
last
I know
time.
you did.
Wow. So I could
Great
build
story.
a catalog. So, you buy your whole catalog, and one day you do a greatest hits or like the Beatles every year or Elvis every Christmas, There's a release. That's just, you're just throwing it back out there, and then hopefully they'll get it.
Or every band that gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's one of the advantages to them going and taking it, is they're going to put out a greatest hits record, and they're going to make a shitload off it
Yep.
because they're
That's
on
it.
everybody's radar.
That's it, man. Catalog sales.
One song worth millions upon millions.
That's it, brother.
Did you do
for you.
a barn raising?
I
you
did.
Did the classic barn raising?
Yes, amazing adventure, man.
Yeah, huh?
In 2 days, we built this gigantic barn. All these ladies make the food. It's like a big picnic, a big spread. And all the
Yeah.
guys are smelling these Dutch apple pies, and they're like, but it's like a big event for these people. It's like a circus or something, because they come in there and all the kids and teenagers are meeting people and everything, and it's like 150 of them. And the
Wow.
barn goes up from dirt in 2 days.
It
A
is
huge barn.
amazing, and without a lot of the modern equipment, huh?
Yep. Yeah. We use some modern equipment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they use their Morton tendon thing where they have like a groove and they stick the board through there and it's got a peg. But they go extremely fast, and everybody knows what they're
amazing.
doing, and they're getting to the finish line, which is the picnic, the food.
Right. The
great-
big,
great
the
time.
big blast afterwards,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah. They're excited.
I could see though you with the hat on and stuff, kind of looking the part.
Yeah.
like you could do that,
Shit, yeah, man.
I
Get
could
in where
say
you
it.
fit in. Enjoy the
Yeah,
experience.
Did you ever?
I'm gonna definitely
now
check
you
that
stayed
out.
there. You didn't take off for a weekend and go to Philly and.
What I did is I would take the Amish buggy, all right, to and from. I even took it through the drive-through. They have Amish buggy parking at Walmart. They have a Walmart there. It's huge. And so I found like one hill with service. And I would just park the buggy on top of that hill and have my guys go back because they don't have electricity, so I couldn't charge it in the Amish house. I told my guys, the camera crew, take this and charge it and bring it back tomorrow.
You have a good passcode.
But I was working so hard shoveling pig shit and manure.
Wow.
I mean, I had to really get their approval because they were like, they didn't say much to me the first week. And I thought everybody was introverted, and then they loosened up and they started telling great jokes. And I'm like, what do you do for entertainment, man? It's got to be bored without any, thing. And they sit on the front porch and tell great jokes. And they play the guitar and
the banjo.
Campfires, and they're country people, man.
Are they allowed to imbibe any alcohol or anything like that?
Some do. Yeah, some do. I don't think they're allowed to go like excessive.
Right, get all crazy and
the neighbors have to tell on them,
Amish.
otherwise the neighbors get in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody tells on everybody. And
Holy shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
they
Keep
rat
your
on
mouth
each
shut.
other?
yeah, they rat each other out big time.
Do they have elders?
They have to.
Do you get sent to elders if you do something bad?
They'll shun you.
They shun you, right?
The bishop can show up at your house and walk in uninvited and say, "Hey, I see a little electric cord over there, or a cell phone or anything. I mean, a mirror. You're done, shunned.
What does that mean? Like
That
you have to
cannot
leave?
You have to leave the church indefinite. You
Wow.
can't come back.
You guys do a banjo version of Ice Ice Baby?
Oh my God! It's funny you
hearing.
said that, bro.
I'm
Listen to
hearing.
this.
I'm hearing.
That's the first time
Well,
today.
these guys, like we had to have approval from the bishop to even go on camera, right?
Sure.
And we put GoPros. They Amish have no idea that is a camera. This little GoPro, and we just stuck them all over the buggy. And I was cruising down the road. You don't have a radio you can turn on. You have to talk or do something. And the cameras are there, and this Amish guy just loosens up. And I swear to God, man, this guy yodeled Ice Ice Baby. I'm like, yodeled it? And he's like, oh, if they would have only filmed that. And I'm like, you don't even have a clue. We got it. Those little things are camera. He goes, those right there are cameras? I'm like, yeah, because he thought the big thing was the camera.
The magic little cameras. Those things are great. Too.
Yodeled it.
I can't wait to hear that. Let's see it.
It's
It's
on
TV
there.
show.
It's on there.
Man.
Just when I thought I've heard every mix, dubstep, house,
right?
whatever, they got freaking yodel now. Amish version.
And you said something about Justin Bieber recently, right? To TMZ, is that true?
Yeah, it was Miley Cyrus and Bieber or something like that. It was.
You could say
I
that.
was giving them advice.
I don't have a problem with Miley Cyrus because she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing.
I don't have a problem with
we're all
any of them.
playing. We're all playing into it. But Bieber is starting to kind of look douchey.
Yeah,
I think that's the word you use too. You could save him from being a douche.
That's the word they said I used, but it has some truth to it. But the bottom line is that there's some similarities to what I went through. I had a weekend that lasted a few years, and you don't know where you're at. It's like a snow globe; it gets shaken up, and when it settles, that's when you find out your purpose in life, where you're going to go as a real adult. Because they're living this artificial life, screaming fans and a bunch of people around them that are, plastic, telling them everything they want to hear, right? And if you tell them something they don't want to hear, get out of my group. It's a strange world. So at some point, from being a kid to being an adult, they have to transition. And during that transition, it's like self-destruction of a celebrity, and it's awesome for us watching because it's more entertaining than their new release of their new single or whatever.
We love a
they're
good
doing.
car wreck.
Yeah,
that's why that shit works, right?
It's great, man. And it's horrible for them living it, so it's self-destruction of a celebrity. But in the end, hopefully they can figure it out or whatever, and find a purpose in life.
It's like. So it's like going through those awkward teenage years that we all go through, where you're just a complete tool. But now the whole, I don't feel bad for Bieber, but it's like, I went through my complete douche phase, but the whole country didn't watch it.
Well, here's also too, you're going through that phase as a multimillionaire too.
Yeah.
But how does the music industry have such an open door to saying anything they want? Like pretty soon they're going to be doing fucking award shows naked. Like a comic says one thing.
What?
I'm pretty sure Miley Cyrus probably will this year. She'll come in on a wrecking ball, butt naked.
But I mean, the things they use in their CDs, their music, how they perform, what they do.
Do you get all sweaty and hot?
Yes.
I get so nervous.
We want you just to ask a longer question.
I just want them to know
I sit
that
here.
it's not representing the show.
You guys ask your typical stock questions, but I ask real shit.
No, you're doing a speech.
Real shit.
You're not asking a question. You're doing a 20-minute speech.
Yeah.
Ask a question. listen. Where'd you get your hat? That's not a fucking typical question.
What's that?
So listen, technically the award shows, which began. Shut up.
Listen to me. You can all team up on me. But here's what I have. Here's what I have.
I do.
I know because I'm like,
connection
I
with the
hope
Amish.
Opie's feeling like
Well, you
this
have
too.
a connection with the
Get so
Amish. Okay.
comfortable.
This week I'll be in Harrisburg at 2nd Street Live,
You're
which
not
is right
circumcised. That's what it is. What do you have in common?
That I'm performing right by Amish country
All right,
in
listen,
Harrisburg.
I've been told that
Yeah, Harrisburg's right there.
Mr. Ice has to go for real.
Come on, man. I'm having a good time.
I know, right?
Just warming
Your
up.
people are
coming
saying
from
because you
your
got a lot of.
You're very busy.
I guess you got a lot of
today.
promoting to do today.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Give the big plug to the show. This sounds like a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to check this out.
It's Vanilla Ice Goes Amish. It's on DIY Network this Saturday, the 12th, 10 o'clock p.m. Get in
Cool,
where
man.
you fit in. That's the word of the day.
It sounds, it's a strange but very entertaining sounding idea.
It is. It's funny as shit, too.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I don't doubt it.
We'll check it out.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming in. That's
always a pleasure,
great.
brother. Always
Fun,
good
man.
talking with you
Yeah,
guys,
absolutely. Come back and see us. Voss, quick.
Man. Sure will.
This week, 2nd Street Live in Harrisburg. Our podcast, My Wife Hates Me. The movie coming out soon. Women Aren't Funny.
And I'm doing my advice show this next hour, and Voss is my guest.
All right.
So you two
boy.
get to continue.
Rich Voss is my guest.
Oh, lucky you.
Jeez.
And I.
If you need to
Feel the
give,
love, you know? That's great.
if you're going to give Rich advice on your show, you want me to leave a weapon?
Exactly. Why am I putting this necktie that's hanging from the ceiling? Trust me, it goes well with your show.
I got a plug
You guys are
too.
real slammers.
Oh, he's got a plug.
I got a plug. If you want to see me get yelled at in about 5 minutes in Tim Sabian's office, I'll be down there.
You can buy
I got to
tickets.
see him again.
Oh, no.
So if you want to see me get yelled at, he
All
does
right.
have a glass
Something
office.
here.
So
Anthony,
enjoy.
You don't have any marches or anything?
Enjoy my ass reaming that's about to go
more
down.
I'm sure it won't be the first or the last. Guys, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you, man.
Good to see you.
Always
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Vanilla Ice is very
Later.
entertaining. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Jimmy's next.
Opie and Anthony have left the building. But Jim Norton is not going anywhere. If you have problems and a phone, it's your lucky day. The Jim Norton Show is next.